Okay, so you seventh graders, don't go panicking. All right, this is tough stuff. So this is more than one day's worth of stuff. This you'll spend like weeks learning this. Okay, so let's flip around and let me try again here. So when it's a line that doesn't go through the origin, it's y equals mx plus b. When it goes through the origin, it's y equals kx, right? But when the lines don't go through the origin, this is your formula. When the lines don't go through the origin, they're not proportional. They're still straight, but to be proportional, they have to be straight and through the origin. Now the number next to the x is called your slope, and you could call that when y equals kx, that's still your slope. K is still your slope, right? Now b is going to be your y-intercept. Slope is the tilt of the line. Now slope is delta y over delta x. Here's my delta x. It went over 3 and up 2. My x is going up by 3. My y is going up by 2. And if I put the 2 over 3, it's going over 3 up 2. Or you can think of it as here's your run and here's your rise. I'm going over 3 and up 2. Over 3 and up 2. And you could go up 2 and then over 3 here. I mean, you could go up 2 and then over 3. It doesn't matter. But slope is rise over run. It's going to be your rise is your y number over your x, your run number. You run horizontally. So anyway, so this one right here, what's my equation going to be? We're doing it backwards here. I'm giving you the graph. I'm asking for the equation. Maybe that'll help you see it. Well, here's my x. My slope is going to be, is it 3 over 2 or 2 over 3? Well, I'm going over 3 and up 2, and that the delta y should be on top. It's 2 over 3. And then here's my x, and then my y-intercept is where you're starting at. What's my y-intercept? Where does this line cut through the y-axis? I think I went too fast and didn't explain that. This line cuts her right here, and that coordinate is 0, negative 3. And so I'm just going to write minus 3. Because if it was up here at plus 3, it'd be a plus 3. Okay? And there's my equation. And if I want to pick a couple points, 0, negative 3 would be a point, and 3, negative 1 would be a point. Here, watch. 0, negative 3. If I plug in 0, and 0 minus 3 is negative 3. If I plug in 3, because 3 times 3 cancels, or 3 divided by 3 cancels, and you just get 2 minus 3 is negative 1. If I plug in 3, I get negative 1. And what's my delta y? Well, this went up 2. What's my delta x? This went up 3. And it's going to be delta y over delta x from the table. Anyways, so given the equation, given the graph, there's my equation. So here, one more. Given the graph, give me the equation. We'll go backwards here. And actually, after we correct this one, I'll probably just have a whole lesson like this, right? Video. So, I'm going over 3 up 2. So it's 3 over 2x. My slope is 3 over 2. I went over 2. This is 3 over 2. The 2 should be on the bottom. And then my y-intercept is 1. So it's plus 1. There's my equation line. Bob's starting with $1, and he's making $3 every 2 hours. Here, Bob starts off $3 in the hole, but he's making $2 every 3 hours. And last one here, this is just more a little practice here. If you want to do the y-intercept first, you're starting off at 2, aren't you? Isn't that going to be plus 2? Here's your x. And then you're going over 1 up 3, over 1 up 3. Is that going to be 1 over 3 or 3 over 1? Well, it's 3 over 1. And 3 over 1 is just 3. So you could just write y equals 3x plus 2. Or you could write y equals 3 over 1, x plus 2. There's your equation of that line. All right? So, hopefully that'll help. So let's see how you did here, right, on this. So if you didn't do it, let's do it now. Hit pause and give it a whirl. So here's your graph, or here's your equation. Give me the graph. So you're starting off at negative 1, and then you're going to go over 3, because it's 2 over 3, and you're going to go up 2. And there's your line. You just need 2 points to draw a line. Here, where you're starting off this time. Well, you're starting off at -3, and if it's not a fraction, make it a fraction, stick a 1 under there. You're going to go over 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Not up 2, 4, you're going up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw your line. You getting that? I'm not going to worry about the table thing. Maybe that was confusing you too much. Try this one. Where are you starting at? Bob's starting off $1 in the hole. Make it a fraction if it's not. You're going to go over 1 because it's over 1, and then you're going to go up 2. And here's your line, which is again over 1 up 2. You know, here's over 1 up 2. Lines are straight. If they don't go through the origin, they're not proportional, but they still can be straight. Try this one. Where are you going to start at this time? That's right. Bob's $1 in the hole. And you're going to go over how far? I'm going to go over 2 and then up 1 because it's rise over run. It's delta y over delta x. You can go over 2 up 1 again. But there's your line. Okay, 2 to go here. Y equals 1/4 x plus 1. So you're starting off at 1. Bob has $1, and he's making $1 every 4 hours, or he's making 25 cents an hour, isn't he? I'm going to go over 4 because it's over 4, and I'm going to go up 1. And there's my line. If it's not through the origin, it's not proportional, but it still can be a line, right? And the last one here, this is really the best example because I want you to do this one first, second, third. I should have done really this one first. How much is he starting with? $1. And then he's going to go over 2 because it's over 2, and then you're going to go up 3. And there's your line. And this is really the best example. I should have done that one first. You start with the y-intercept. Bob's starting with $1. Every 2 weeks he gains $3. And start with 1 over 2 up 3, and you can draw your line. So I hope